The economic leverage America now has is immense. I told you about OPEC a month ago. With OPEC breaking apart, and no doubt this is because some behind-the-scenes talks from the Trump administration, there's no more drilling quotas. Countries can and will pump as much oil as they can to get as much money as they can. You see, the UAE under OPEC was only, due to joint agreements and things like that within the organization, was only producing a little over 3 million barrels a day. But they have the capacity to produce 5 million, which they're going to start doing now that they're not constrained by OPEC. Here's the awesome part. Because the UAE is now ramping up production to compete with them, so will Saudi Arabia, who they've already said they would, who's right now only producing 7.5 million barrels per day, but they have the capacity to produce over 12 million a day. So now the Middle East is producing up to 7 million more barrels of oil a day. We consume like 20 million a day, 22 million a day here in America. This is a huge number. Now with the Strait open, that's going to flood the market. Gas prices are going to crash, and I'm talking plummet. Great for families here in America, but also due to the massive supply, Trump can now go to those countries who have that extreme surplus and say, yo, I'll buy a ton of that oil to refill our oil reserves that Biden depleted for political reasons before the election at a reduced price. And his bargaining power is that during this whole conflict, America's been cranking out oil and doesn't actually need the Middle East anymore because we're also getting oil from Venezuela. So we could tell them to pound sand, which would crater their oil markets even more. The rule is oil down, costs down, markets up. And as those costs come down, so does inflation, and so do interest rates, which were held flat today by the new Fed chair. If the current oil price trajectory continues, though, until the next meeting, there is a very real possibility that inflation could actually drop below the 2% mark. They could drop interest rates, and the economy soars. So you look me in the eye, and you tell me you don't think that this Iran situation didn't lead to a better outcome than before.
He loves the Constitution. He fights for what's right. He hates the bad guys. He's a freedom warrior. He's your freedom warrior. Watch Carl Higbie every weekday on Newsmax.